Imagine spending your hard-earned 275,000 Singapore dollars on a dream home in Johor Bahru, only to find out it isn't really yours. That's exactly what over 100 Singaporean buyers are facing today, and their collective frustration is building. Welcome to 2230, where we dive deep into stories that matter to you. Stick around, because this shocking revelation might just change how you think about overseas property investments. Now, here's the twist: these buyers thought they were purchasing homes under Malaysia's leasehold system, but what they actually signed up for is something called the Private Lease Scheme, or PLS. Under this scheme, you don't truly own your property. Instead, you're granted a 99-year lease. Ownership remains with the developer, meaning you're essentially a long-term tenant. What would you do if you discovered you'd paid the price of a home, but ended up renting it instead? Here's where it gets even trickier. Many of these buyers were not informed of the key details. They signed what's known as a sales and purchase agreement, or SPA, assuming they'd get leasehold ownership. But in reality, their rights are severely restricted. They can't rent out or sell their properties without the developer's consent, and they don't even have a say in condominium management. Can you imagine spending all that money and still not being able to control your own home? But wait, there's more. Legal experts are warning that buyers in PLS arrangements could be vulnerable. For example, if the developer faces financial troubles or creditors come knocking, the land and your unit could be auctioned off. And if the management isn't up to par, you're stuck living in substandard conditions with no voting rights to change things. What would you do in this situation? Let us know in the comments below. Interestingly, Singaporeans are among the top buyers of properties in Johor Bahru, making Malaysia one of the top 5 property markets for Singaporeans. Yet this incident raises critical questions: should Singaporeans be more cautious when investing in overseas properties? And how can such schemes be better regulated to prevent misunderstandings? The affected buyers aren't staying silent. Over 170 of them have joined a WhatsApp group to share resources, and at least 70 have filed complaints with Singapore's Council of Estate Agencies against the real estate agency that marketed these properties. Some have even taken legal action in Malaysia. What do you think? Should they have been more diligent, or should the developer take more responsibility for clearer communication? Before you go, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to 2230 for more in-depth and engaging coverage like this. And tell us in the comments, if you were in their shoes, how would you handle this situation? Would you fight for justice or try to cut your losses?